Just real quickly,
Yes.
the last 3 times I've been in here, you made a reference, and so
Okay.
about suspenders.
Yes, Once Upon a Time in the West. Thank
And the law.
you. With Henry Fonda. Yeah, do you know what? That is one of the best Westerns
It is.
that has ever been made, and so few people have seen it.
Anyway, I was just.
Thank you. That is so true.
Yeah,
Okay, just one second. Let me write this note. All right, Mr. Hernandez, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing great. All right, when you drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'll probably say positive.
Positive for what?
Nothing.
Could everyone please whisper? All right. How often are you using meth? No, it has to be, you knew you were coming to court today. So for you to be positive for meth, that means you used knowing you had to be in court today. So again, how often are you using?
Not often.
What does that mean?
Let's say 3 times a week.
All right. That's often.
That isn't funny. Yes, it is!
All right. So we're going to try to get you some help. We're going to do a UA today. And you're going to be taken into custody today. And we're going to try to get you some inpatient treatment, okay? All right. Can you UA him, please? Zane Hernandez. All right. So, Mr. Hernandez, we're going to make sure you have treatment because you using meth that amount of time, it's not going to end well for you. All right. Do you have children? All right. Where are you staying? Are you staying with someone? Your mom? All right. So we'll be sure to make sure that we have your mother's number and let her know. And we're going to get an attorney appointed for you before you leave here today. Okay. All right. So we can do the UA, and if you can issue, file a motion to revoke. And I'm not doing this as a punishment to you. I'm doing it so that hopefully you will become clean and sober, because otherwise it's not going to end well. And when you think that using meth 3 times a week is not a lot, that's a lot. Okay. All right. Thank you. Is the attorney here for, thank you, counsel. All right, so we're back on the record in 2022 CR 9351, State of Texas versus Kayla Rolag. And you're still under oath. And could you restate your name, please?
Yes, Cynthia Cisneros.
All right, and standing in for the state?
Ruben Herrera for the state, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, you may proceed.
You stated your name. What is your profession, occupation?
Yes, I'm a family-based safety services worker for Child Protective Services.
And have you supervised or participated with Miss Kayla?
Yes, sir. I have been her worker since September of 2022, and her case just recently closed here in February.
Okay, and can you tell the court how you have interacted with Miss Kayla and how has she progressed?
Sure. So, part of my job is to obviously, go into the home, make sure, things are going well with her and her daughter, also to comply with services. So specifically, we had enrolled Kayla Rolag into parenting, domestic violence, and random drug screenings. She excelled the whole time. She also got protective daycare for her child, so that's where she currently is during the day. And then she does reside with maternal grandmother and Kayla during the day. But she did really, really well. All drug screens came back negative for all substances. She was compliant in all of her services, received positive feedback from all her providers. And my time in working with Ms. Rolla, I really did not experience any negative feedback, any negative experiences or anything like that.
All right. And are you fully satisfied that she has participated well then?
Yes, definitely.
As a witness?
Mrs. Neros, does the defendant have a support system in order to help her care for the victim in this case?
Yes.
And is she? Nothing further to witness, Your Honor.
All right. So how long did you supervise her?
Oh, since September of 2022.
And how often were you seeing her?
I was seeing her about twice a month.
All right. And when's the last time she had a drug test?
February of this year.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I may, Ms. Kayla would like the court.
State, have you reviewed the documentations he wants to present to the court?
No, did the world treat you bad?
Of no objection to the presumption of state doctor, the defense documents.
Diaper?
Yes. Thank you, counsel. And for the record, the court is reviewing certificates that have been offered on behalf of Ms. Rolick by her attorney.
That the defendant seems to be taking some steps in
All right, you all need to whisper in the box.
taking responsibility for this matter. Based on the allegations, Your Honor, it shows a gross negligence and the lack of proper judgment. In fact, that the defendant did admit to leaving her child purposefully at the home without checking to see if there was anybody there to supervise the child, Your Honor. This resulted in the victim child being able to escape the residence on her own, being outside in cold temperatures with nothing but a diaper on. Based on the allegations, Your Honor, the state would oppose the defendant's application.
All right, is there a reason for the tears? Because what he's just saying is true.
No.
Now, I know people want to cry before the court because they want the court to be lenient, but let me just tell you, tears don't sway the court. I'm just here to listen to facts to see if you've done anything that would justify the court placing you on probation. Okay? All right. So that's why you're asking for her to go to prison?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And have you, State, have you had a chance to review her certificates?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Defense?
Yes, sir. And, Your Honor, we're asking that the court consider supervision for her. This offense, first of all, the child just wandered away from, in contrast to what counsel says that the child escaped. So it wasn't a matter of escaping. She was just wandered off as children off too. My client had stated, she told the police that she thought that the adults were inside the home and that the child was being taken care of. And it was just a mistake on her part. And I would like for Ms. Rolak to address the court on this issue of abandoning the child.
All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Kayla Roloff.
All right, defense.
And why do you, first of all, was this an honest mistake on your part in leaving the child?
Yes, I would never want to leave my child on purpose. I take care of her every day. I'm the only person that she's been with every day of her life. I love her and I didn't mean to put her in any harm's way.
All right, somebody want to explain to me, the crux of this entire situation is some kind of way, a 2-year-old in a diaper ended up wandering the streets in a diaper only in November, and it was cold. So, I mean, that's what we need to get to the point of, because in the PSI report, she's blaming the people who CPS has put in charge of helping her supervise the child. That's who she's blaming for her child being out and about, because in the PSI report, it states that guilt was minimized. And in the PSI report, she's stating she thought these other people who CPS put in charge of her child as the person to chaperone or supervise, she's blaming them, saying that they were supposed to be there. So somebody explain to me how a 2-year-old gets out of a apartment or residence that's supposedly locked or should have been locked.
So she was naked, not wearing any clothes, because that's how we sleep. She still goes and runs around naked. We just got out of diapers, so she usually just wears a underwear. But that's why she was naked, not having any clothes. And I do not blame anyone else. This is my fault. I should have been the one to check if anyone was there. I was just saying that I had thought, because when I laid down my daughter, my mom and my uncle are still there. So that's the reason why I didn't check. But this is my fault. I am taking full responsibility.
Okay, I hope everybody understands. I'm always curious. I have questions. It sounds odd to me, unless people are living in a mansion and you have the West Wing and the East Wing and people leave and people don't know it. So I'm just finding it, or I just have questions. How a child gets left, and I don't even understand how children get left in the car by themselves, but in a home, how does a child get left in a home by themselves if a parent is leaving and other people are there and other people see you leave? Nobody thinks, oh, we can't leave because there's a 2-year-old here. How does that work?
So when I laid down my daughter, my mom and I both went into our rooms. That's why I thought that she was there. So I didn't hear no door open or close, and I hadn't come out of. So I didn't see anybody. I figured my mom was still home because I didn't see anybody out there.
So you don't see anybody and you just leave your daughter in a house and you haven't seen anyone?
Just because I thought that my mom was in her room still.
Defense, you may continue.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Any questions?
Just briefly, Ms. Rolak, how far away is your mother's room from your room?
It was down low.
Did you knock at all to check if she was still there?
I don't think so.
Did you walk around the apartment to confirm that there was any adults present before you left the apartment?
I just walked through the living room.
Nothing further else.
All right. Any other witness, defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I want a UA today, then I'll make my decision. All right. So, Ms. Abrams, if I could have a UA on Ms. Rolak, please.
On the other side. Closer to the door. Exit.
All right, we're back on the record in 2022 CR 9351, State of Texas versus Kayla Rolak. Court is here. Counsel. Thank you. All right, we're back on the record in 2022 CR 9351, Kayla Rolak. And the court asked the defendant to do a UA. And I'm very happy to say that the UA was negative. All right, is there anything else from either side with regards to argument?
Nothing to say, Your Honor.
Anything else from the defense?
Well, no, I have a request, but
What is your request?
she's been on the monitor for 5 months. We're asking if it can be removed.
Oh, she's going to remain on the monitor. All right. So, Ms. Rolek, I wanted to tell you, and this is why I always keep an open mind on everything. Just reading your history and looking at everything, someone would suggest that you should go to prison. But, I always tell people whether you think a judge is going to do something or not, and I would always tell my clients, hey, you know what? We have to give the judge something to suggest you not going to prison. So don't come in and throw yourself on the mercy of the court and you have done nothing. You understand? So I see that you've done a lot. I see that you completed everything with Child Protective Services. And sometimes Child Protective Services, they're always overworked and underpaid, but you actually had a good caseworker to stay on top of you and make sure that you were doing everything that you were supposed to be doing. And I see that during this time, you got your GED, you're enrolled in college. That's great. And to all the children who are out there who always think that the best college to go to is someplace that's not at home. Sometimes, the best college is a college that's actually in your city. People always want to go to some other college because they think it's the best college. And I always say the best college is wherever you are if you make it that best college. So I see that you've done that. You have supervision because you're not living by yourself. I'm going to want you to continue to not live by yourself. Now, once you've been on probation for a while, your attorney can always come back and ask the court to reconsider that part. So who are the persons you're living with?
I live with my mom
Okay.
and my daughter,
And what's your mom's name?
Brenda Marshall.
I'm sorry?
Brenda Marshall.
Brenda Marshall. And I'm assuming your mom wants you to remain with her.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to grant your application. And I'm actually going to give you deferred adjudication. So 4 years deferred adjudication. There's to be a $1,500 fine. That will be probated. Taking consideration, County Court Cause number 688-620, 691-438, Night Mag number 675530, proof of employment within 30 days. And in this court, if you're on probation here, I don't allow you to be a home health care provider. So there's to be no employment as a home health care provider with minors. 250 hours community service restitution. Those hours will be waived if you provide proof of enrollment in college, which you have. You need to provide that proof to probation today. And for the court to give you credit for that, you need to take at least 9 hours a semester. And I don't allow people to do that thing where they say, oh, here's my 9 hours for semester, and then they drop classes. That's expensive.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I actually am going for a pre-major in psychology, and then I want to go to UTSA. So after these, I'm going to do I think around 17 hours a semester because
Thank you. See, when I tell people that every semester I would do 24 hours a semester, people don't believe it, but it can be done.
Yeah.
All right. So provide proof of enrollment in college with at least 9 hours. Probation, I'm going to ask for parenting classes. She's already completed those, so you'll need to provide documentation to that. She is to reside with Brenda Marshall. And so it's only you two in the household, right? All right. There to be no adult males in the household residing there.
Okay.
If something changes, you can let me know. I just found from my experience as a defense attorney on CPS side, what ends up happening is mothers are doing great. And I've had male clients over there too. They're doing great. Then the next thing you know, they end up getting a new partner. They don't vet that partner appropriate and everything that goes downhill. So that's why I'm putting no adult males. So she's not allowed to reside with any adult males. Probation, I'm going to want field visits once per month. Regular reporting, and the field visit can count as her reporting, and that field visit is until further notice. And we'll do regular UAs. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
If, I know you said I could take my certificate that I already did parenting class.
Yes.
Can I still take another one? Because this last one that I took with the San Antonio Fatherhood Campaign,
Mhm.
I actually learned a lot. And if I could just keep learning because my daughter's getting older.
Okay.
And also, is there any way that I can get, that y'all can help me with like therapy or like getting into counseling?
All right. So what I'll do is probation, we'll add parenting classes. And make sure you notate in that the parenting classes were at Ms. Roleg's request. And also, do we need a mental health caseload or mental health evaluation probation?
We'll do a mental health evaluation for referral just to sit on the
All right, we'll do a mental health evaluation for referral.
I did do that. And she said that I didn't have any like things, but I have a lot of anxiety and I just deal with a lot of stress and stuff. So that's why I asked for like the therapy or counseling.
All right, they'll take care of it. They're going to make it happen. If it doesn't happen, let me know.
Okay.
I'm here. All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. All right? All right, good luck to you. Good job.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Your Honor,
Yes.
did you specify?
Wait, am I still on house arrest?
Oh, with regards to the monitor probation,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's keep her on the monitor for 2 months. If there are no issues, then it can be.
I can like take my daughter to the park and stuff.
Yes, it's probation. Just make it tracking,
All right.
Thank
but
you
you'll
so
still need to let probation know where you're going to be. Okay.
much. Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And this is the top copy is for the state. All right. Thank you.
Have a great week.
Oh, thank you. Just remain she needs to remain in the courtroom so probation can go over conditions with her.